Shoot, this thing does not have light. I don't know why. Anyway, all 8 of you, woohoo, welcome. So you guys are the early birds. I decided to jump on 5 minutes early to chat with you for 5 minutes and make sure my Nightbot was working because he wasn't working last time. Anywho, I'm sweaty. I've been straightening up and cleaning, trying to make sure. Sorry guys, I was trying to mess around with this hotspot and it's giving me grief. So, sorry about that. Sorry, my bad. Some kind of bug bit me and I don't know what it was, but I needed to go away. Anywho, it's hot up here in the front because it's hot. There's no breeze coming through. I have the fans in the back because most of the tour is going to happen back there. The front is just the 2 seats really and a couple of things here and there, but nothing major. Nothing major going on the front. So let me try to check the time. All right, we got like 3 more minutes. Hi from Wisconsin. So if you're new to the channel, if you're new to live chatting on the channel, we do all questions with an emoji in the beginning and in all caps so that I can, because there are a lot of side conversations and just random comments that really don't need acknowledging all the time. So thank you, Judy. I try and answer the questions and then I can go back and, deal with comments, just random comments. So that's for those that are new to the channel. Moderators, we are, as we grow, we get more people that want to come in and disrupt the lives. So if you could be on your toes. What I would say for the moderators is for the first offense, give them a timeout. If they do it again after their timeout, hide from this channel or block, whatever the option is. I don't know. So, yeah. What else do I need to say? If you have not signed up for text messages yet, please do so. Okay? Please do so. The number for text messaging, which of course I don't have written down because I'm on the phone and it's there, but it is in the description box below. So after this video, sign up for your text messaging. So people are saying that it's buffering. I don't have buffering on my end. So I don't know. I do not know. To everyone who is saying hi, hello. So your voice is behind your action. No, there's a fan behind the phone. That's what you're hearing. You're hearing the fan. Oh, my voice is behind my action. I see what you're saying. Okay. Gotcha. That I can't help. That's a YouTube thing. Sorry, guys. I'm in a good signal area. So that's not me. That's not me. I got good bars. So it's not me. I can put it up higher. See if that helps. Actually, no, that didn't help. Putting it up higher did not help. Trying to see where I can put the hotspot to get the best signal. Yeah. It seems to be a good signal right here, so I'm going to leave it right there. So sorry. Some people are buffering, some people are not. Yeah, there is a storm coming through, so if that happens, I will try and jump back on. All right. It is 6 o'clock on the dot. All right, let's start this tour. So I guess I'll show you the front first. It's pretty basic. It's very basic. But I'm gonna get up and get behind the camera and turn it around so you can see what's happening here in the front. All right. All right, let's turn this camera around. All right. So here's the front. Sorry, I have a fan going. So I'm using these extra large beach towels on the seats. Let's hold the questions to the end of the tour, okay? Is that Pamela who had a question? All right, I'm just using these $12.99 extra large beach towels as my seat covers. Because the front is not gonna be necessarily the red, black, gray, and white color scheme. I'm just gonna leave it blue up here, but I decided to pull in brighter colors with the beach towels on the seats. So the only thing that lives on the passenger seat is my electronics bag and the bag that houses my front windshield cover. It also houses the covers for these screens and my outside lights for when I'm camping at night. I have some solar lights that I put under the van to hopefully deter the mice and rodents. This is I got to get a couple of repairs done to the van, so these are a couple of things that need to be repaired in the van. But yeah, that's the front. And I showed you guys my little frog collection. More frogs are needed, so starting in the end of September, you can start sending them to the address in Arizona, but please wait till then because I'm not getting an address here like I thought I was, because it just wasn't worth it for the 3 months that I'm gonna be here. So just make sure they're teeny weeny frogs and very lightweight. All right, let's go to the back. I'm gonna set you up, turn the camera around, and give you the 5-cent tour. Now I'm going to turn this fan off. Okay. All right. Okay. Da-da! Let me turn on the light. Let me turn on a couple of lights. I don't have a whole lot of lights, but there's some lights. All right. So there's the main, this is the main setup. I will take you and show you specific things, but right now, let me just give you the main overall situation, okay? So the main things that you're seeing right now, let me get you a little bit closer. So this is the middle seat. I decided to put a piece of fabric on it, of extra fabric that I had left over from the stuff I bought for the ceiling and the side panels. So I decided to cover this seat up because it was just so blue and it was just throwing off my whole situation. It was like, oh my gosh, it's so blue. So yeah, this is the main setup. I did not put a curtain in front of the clothes yet. I put a piece of fabric up there just to see what it would look like. And I'm not sure if I'm going to put a curtain there or not. I just don't. It's not bothering me. So maybe if it starts bothering me, then I will put a curtain up there to cover the closet. As of now, it doesn't bother me. You know how I am about things that bother me. Once they start bothering me, then I'll fix them. So I feel like right now, I'm just going to leave it like it is. I'm just going to leave it like it is for now. It doesn't put me off. It's not off-putting visually. I held a piece of fabric up there and tacked it up and came back here, and I didn't like the way it looked because it felt like such a hard stop with my eyes. So I felt like, okay, with the clothing hanging there, I can still see the back door, so it feels like I got space. When I put that fabric up there, it was like a boom, like a wall. So I might just put a piece of red sheer curtain so I could still kind of see through it, but it kind of gives me coverage of the clothes. So I'm debating about a sheer curtain. We'll see. I actually have some sheer curtains at my son's in a bag of Goodwill stuff, so I might pull them out and put it up there and see what it looks like. It's a pair of shears that I had in Cardinal, so we shall see. All right, I'm going to show you where I'm sitting. I'm going to bring the camera over and show you this. I am sitting here. This is the barn door. As you can see, the light is coming in. So I'm going to show you the kitchen, which is, this is the kitchen area. So I'm going to take the camera or the cell phone. So give me a second to get you turned around. All right. Oh, goodness. Sorry. Sorry, guys. All right, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. All right, here we go. Perfect. All right, so here's the kitchen. Let me stand up so you can see what, like, from my view. So here's the kitchen. This is directly across from the seat that I was just sitting in, okay? So the sink is not set up yet, which is why I have this water bottle here, and I have this dish pan here because I don't have my tanks yet, the 2 tanks that go under the sink for the gray and for the fresh. So until I get those, I'm kind of just catching the water in this black dish pan and then tossing it out the window. So that's just my temporary situation for right now. So once I get the 2 tanks, the gray and the fresh, under the sink, the water will come out of the tap with the foot pump and then go down. Yeah, it'll go down. So here are the, I'm going to step outside so you can see better. So here are the, I took these out of Cardinal. Remember, they were stacked one on top of each other. And so I took them and put them side by side. They're on a board with a little bit of wheels under them. So this is my pantry. This is where all my food is. And there's room behind there for 2 of those containers. If anybody wants to buy the containers, they're on the wish list. Shameless plug. But yeah, so the 2 containers will fit back behind there, and then I can slide that out to dump or refill as I need. And I will have a flexible pipe going down into the one that's going to be gray coming out of the sink. So this red collapsible crate that I've had in a video before when I did laundry, this is where the refrigerator will go. It is also where the small 10-gallon propane tank will go, that will go to the cooktop that you see right there. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a cooktop right there in that black, like almost looks like a little suitcase. And that's what should be going up there once this water bottle is done. So once the whole kitchen is together, that's what's going to sit up there, is the cooktop. And then there'll be a 10-pound tank there, and then the small 20-quart fridge from Alpacool will sit here, and they will both fit just tightly, but they will fit. So I'll have all that space. And I like this because I can still open this slider window. So that's why I kind of like, you know, the refrigerator is short, the tank is short, and the way this kitchen from IKEA is set up, it's all open underneath. So I can just reach under there and open that slider to get a nice breeze when I'm cooking. I'll have that ventilation. So yeah, all the windows on the bottom slide open. And the back doors and the 2 side doors pop open. Those windows all open. So, and then of course I've got the screen up there that was given to me from Miss A. Thank you, Miss A, again. And I've been drinking a lot of water, so that's my container from Walmart. I got that at Walmart for $7. I shared that on a video before, but that ice stays in there almost 48 hours. So, now let me show you what I did with my spices and my spices and things like that, because I don't have much room here in these for food. It was tight to try and fit spices and food. So this is what I did. This was my solution for spices. So these are just Dollar Tree containers. They have them in gray. If you go now, they've got gray and dark blue, which are colors I've never seen Dollar Tree carry before, and even a few black. I decided to go with gray. So I did these 2 Dollar Tree containers. They came with tops, which I threw away, but they came with tops. I didn't need the tops. So all of my spices, and as you can see, I just zip tied them to the kitchen, this rail of the kitchen. And so all my spices and stuff are here. So yeah, guys, hold off on the questions until the end of the tour. I'll take questions. So I've got my oil here, which is a little bit big. And when you're bouncing around along the road, they kind of tilt because they're a little big. They don't sit flush because the bottom of these are tapered in a little. They're not completely square, but they don't jump off. They don't come off, so it's fine. I bought some wine the other day and never drank it, so I need to drink that. What else? Oh, so for my silverware and stuff like that, again, I didn't want to take up an extra drawer just for silverware. I got these silver containers from IKEA, and I think they were like $2 each. I bought 4 total, and so I have all my silverware down in there, and all of my cooking utensils are in the back, and all of my daily silverware, my forks, knives, spoons, stuff like that is in there. So, and they also are zip tied to this rail of the sink. You can see that zip tie there. This one is zip tied to that and also to the rail. And there's my little Dawn dish soap, which I don't use very much of. I use like literally one drop of Dawn if I have a heavy duty dish that needs some scrubbing. And back here is a cutting board, and I know you're like, how are you gonna get that? When I slide it this way, I can pull it. Like if this water thing wasn't here, I could slide it this way and then I just pull it out. So it does come out pretty easy. I just didn't have anywhere to put it. I just am limited on I'm limited on my drawer space. I have 6 drawers, that's it. So I had to decide what had to go in drawers and what else I could put on top here. So when it's all said and done, none of these things will be on the top. This water container wouldn't be here. This is just sitting here because I was drinking water earlier. And, you know, something like the wine would be in the refrigerator, you know, so this whole thing would be empty. The only thing that would be sitting here would be the black cooktop that would sit there, probably with a bungee over it so it doesn't slide around. So this, just imagine that being empty. These are 2 dirty dishes that I need to wash, so. Okay. All right. So again, here is the grandbaby seat or the lounge seat. This is the dining room. This is the office. This is the grandbaby seat. This is the living room. This is the whole shebang. This is everything. So I do have a table. Let me show you. I'll show you the table. Let me turn you back around. So I have a table that I can sit there and either eat, and it's right here. This table is at Walmart. Sorry for the boobage. There's not much boobs there, but hey, enjoy that thrill. So this table is $18 at Walmart, okay? And this folds up, and the legs fold down like that. And it has several reclining positions. Like if you want to draw, it has like that drafting angle. Like if I were crafting or something, it has that drafting angle, or drawing, it has that angle. Or you can have it sit straight up, or I don't know why you would need it that high, but yeah, have it sit straight up. It also raises up high too. Stop bending down, we can see your boobs, says V. There's no boobs there. There's no boobage there. I have on a tank top. I have on another tank top. Anyway, I would try and remember that, Mom. But yeah, so I can eat here, or I can get on my laptop here. So this is like the dining and the office. So I can get on my laptop, or I can eat my dinner, whatever. Yeah. And like I said, it does raise up. If I want this higher, I don't, you know, like maybe if I want to watch something, I could put my tablet or laptop there and raise it up, and have it a little higher, more eye level. I could do that. So anyway, this table's at Walmart. It's $18. I'm gonna tell you now, it's very difficult to find. I think I went to 3 different Walmarts and they had one. So if you find it, get it. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday's coming up next month though. It's coming up. All right, so that's the table. This is what it looks like. The tag on it. It is a Mainstays, and I think Mainstays is Walmart's brand, so definitely go get one. Again, 18 bucks, so less than 20 bucks. Definitely worth it to me. Now, this seat does spin around, and I'm going to show you that, but I've got to move this chair. So I have my camping chair, one of my camping chairs. I have a couple of camping chairs. This is my main camping chair. This is the nice one that Miss D gave me this winter. It reclines to like 3 positions, not like a major recline, but it reclines. And it also has a footstool, a built-in footstool on the side that you can take out of the pocket and put in front of you. So I need to move this to, actually, I don't think I have to move this. Let's try doing it without moving this. I think I've tested this once. So what I have to do in order to not move this is put the seat up. There I go, bending over again. Sorry. You're gonna get what you're gonna get. So I need to lean the seat forward. And then underneath there we go. There's a lever on the right side that you have to push backwards. I wish it would push forward, but you push it backward in order to get the turning. So then it turns, it spins. Okay, so it spins, spins, spins. So if I'm having company over, V, this is your seat. So, and Miss K came and sat with me and chatted with me the other day. So if I'm having company over, they can sit there and I can sit on the bed, or I can get my small camping chair and sit it right here on the in the middle of the aisle, and we can have a conversation and talk. Or if I want to sit here and put my feet up on the bed, I could do that if I want. I don't know why I would do that, but if I wanted. But yeah, anyway, there it is. And this, if that seat was not there, I can recline. So the other day at a park, I took a nap in this seat. So what I did was, I'm trying to think how I had it. I think I had it not in the turned position. Yeah, I think I had it straight. I'm gonna put it back. There we go. So what I did was I just took it and I think I reclined it all the way, because I made sure that that first shelf in the back, I made sure there was a gap so I could recline this if I wanted to. So what I did is I took this and I reclined it, and I took the footstool from here and put it in front of me and put my feet up, and I actually took a nap at a park like this with the door cracked in the cool breeze. So anyway, there's that. So yeah, it's multifunction. So this is the living room, the dining room, and the office back here. Then we go to the bedroom. Wow, 354 people are on and I only have 100 thumbs up. Oh, I have to pause this tour. Oh no. You get no more tour until you give me a thumbs up. We're gonna just sit here and wait. We waiting for my thumbs up. Give me my thumbs up. I'll wait. Let me go back and see if there's anything I need to address. I'm waiting. All you got to do is click that little X in the corner or turn your cell phone around and hit that thumbs up. Come on now, you sitting here. If you're not going to chat, you can at least give me a thumbs up. Oh, it's thunder. I'm waiting on 180. Come on, 349 in there. Let's go. Come on, people. Oh, these are some nice comments. Thank you. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. 203. Come on. We only need 100 more. 140 some. Oh, people are jumping off. Wow, people are actually jumping off the live. Wow. That's crazy. Judy said that's how you do it, family. You don't get something for nothing. That's your payment. Your payment for the rest of the tour is a thumbs up. Oh, thank you, Tony J, for the $5 super chat. And somebody else gave me a super chat, and I thought I acknowledged it, but now I'm not sure. So I'm going to go back way in the beginning and acknowledge that super chat, because I'm not 100% sure if I got it. Jules Journey, thank you for the $1 super chat. Love you guys. Appreciate it. Okay, 220. Okay, keep them going. I'll start. Keep them going. Don't stop just because I'm going to continue. All right, I'm going to turn you back around the other way so that you can get a better view. There we go. All right, so now we're in the bedroom area. So obviously there's the bed. So here's the bed. Remember, you saw the video the other day of I cut it down so I got a nice walkway. In an emergency, I can still get out of this door. Just slide the clothes over and jump right out that door. I just have to be careful about hitting my back on the corner of this metal hanging rod. I've done it already several times. I actually have a scrape on my back from hitting that corner. But if I have to, I can definitely get out of there, okay? I can definitely jump out of there. If there's an emergency, say somebody's breaking in this side door, I can jump out the back, or, you know, just for any reason, any given reason, I can jump out that door. I like being able to get out of all of my doors. So that was a big deal for me. So I can jump out this door. I have access to get out of this door and the front door. So it's a big deal for me to keep my aisleway clear so that I can easily jump out. One of those many things people want to know is where are your dirty clothes. That's one of the big things Bob Wells always asks. There it is. So this is what's behind my dining room, living room, office, Junie B chair. That's my $1 Dollar Tree pop-up hamper with a laundry bag that I got from some random laundromat in Georgia. I think I paid $6 for that bag. It's a huge bag. Here's my other small camping chair. And the even smaller one is down there. They're bungeed together, which is why I didn't pull it out and show you. I needed somewhere to hang my lightweight sweater because I always grab this when I'm going out with friends to, you know, either walk around the mall, out to dinner, to a movie, and I needed somewhere to hang it. So this is, I put one of these little Dollar Tree hooks, stuck it up on the seatbelt thing. The seatbelt is still able to be used. And I just stuck the hook up there because that's where my little sweater goes. I kept moving it around from chair to chair, on the bed, you know, all over the place. I realized I was moving it everywhere and it needed its own place. I like everything to have a place, and so that's its place. These are a few whatnots, little whatnots. This is the screen that goes on the side barn doors. I need to buy another for the back. This is my alcohol. So my cleaning products are supposed to be living in here. I need to buy an apple cider vinegar and a regular vinegar because those are what I normally use for cleaning, that and alcohol. This goes on the side barn door, but the lock is broken, so I'll show you in a minute how I have to finagle that opening. And you guys saw that video about the wire shelves from IKEA. Yep. So there they are in their glory. Let me shorten this tripod. Hold on for a sec. I need to shorten the legs so that I can get you guys back here a little better. Forgive me. Give me a second. There we go. So here's the other screen. Remember, I had to cut that down. So I cut it on that end because, again, I knew nobody would see that end but me if I opened the back door. And I have little frogs kind of dotted all over the place, part of my collection that I've had. So they're just on little teeny small zip ties that I just tucked behind the wood on the screen. And somebody always asks me, how do you hang your curtains? There it is. There's the evidence. Bungees. Bungees and eye hooks. Where's the closest eye hook? See the eye hook right there? See the silver eye hook? That is what the bungees are hooked onto. Right there. That is pretty much how I've always hung my curtains, with bungees. Now, granted, I wish those bungees were either red solid or black solid, but they are not, and there's nothing I can do about that. I'm debating about painting them, so we'll see. I might paint them. Just because when I open the curtains, it's like, yeah, that's yellow, and that's just messing my whole vibe up. Anyway, that's just a little bit of OCD. Someone says, am I able to stay cool? I'm not really taking questions, but I will answer that. So as you can see, I have a fan here. This is a USB fan. Thank you, Miss K, for telling me about this fan. It's a USB fan. So it charges by USB and then it lasts. It also has a timer on it. And then there's another fan here. I am at Miss K's and Mr. P's house, so I have their cord from the house. So there you go. I've got two fans. So what I do, I can tolerate heat better than I can the cold. So I open all the windows. And I put the fans on and I'm fine. I am not someone who has to battle heat too, you know, I'm fine. Oh, I forgot to show you this wall. Let me show you this wall. This is across from the kitchen. I put the circles up. Remember I said I was going to put the circles up and put my artwork up? So these are cork trivets from IKEA, and they were $1.99. No, they were $3.99 for a 3-pack. So I covered them in some cheap $1 fabric scraps from Walmart. And I'm putting my artwork up on those. That's artwork that I purchased from an artist on Instagram. All right, so it's starting to thunder. Give me a second and let me close my front door because I did leave it open to catch a breeze. So let's close that. While I'm here, I'll show you so this is the situation with this door. The lock is broken until I fix it. That cup holder I showed you in the back, that's what's supposed to be there. So anyway, so that's what happens there. All right, back to the bedroom. What else? I think that's it, right? Closet is here. All of my clothes. Oh no, I gotta show you the upper storage. Ah, I forgot I have 2 attics now. Ha ha! Let me show you the attics. So the first attic, which is above my head in the bedroom area. So the big fan goes in this plastic bag, and it sits up there, and these fabrics sit on top of the big fan. These are my paint supplies. This is my crafting supplies. These are some leftover flooring, some extra washcloths that won't fit in my drawer, and an outfit that is like a super lightweight linen white top and pants that I keep in plastic, you know, because it won't get dirty. These are some extra fabrics, and there's some DVDs and stuff up there. So that's the attic that's above my head. Now, here's the attic that is in the front. Oh, wow. Man, that got dark. Hold on. There we go. Nope. Here, let me get a light. Does that help? There we go. So this is the attic in the front. Oh gosh, that's not helping very much either. There we go. This is really, really, really miscellaneous. This is where all the space bags are from the other day. That is my sleeping bag in the back corner. The one that looks like a onesie. See the picture on it? Looks like a onesie. This is my day pack. It used to be my crafting bag, the red backpack, but now I'm using it. I'm using it as a what do you call it? Day pack. It's got my extra tripod in there and some other stuff. Yes, the DVDs will get hot, but they're pretty soon going to be put on a hard drive, so they'll be fine. I'm going to be taking them to the thrift shop. These are the extra space bags, the ones I didn't use in there. And then I've got a little froggy bell that Judy left on my van last year at RTR. This thing jiggles the whole time I'm riding down the road, this bell is jingling. And Pam left the clock in here, so I decided to keep it. It's on East Coast time. It'll always stay on East Coast time. That way I'll always know what time it is on the East Coast. And this is just a Dollar Tree frog. So this is fabric on the ceiling. There's a video on that if you go in the van build. I do have a van build playlist now. So I put all of the videos that you've been watching for the van build are now on a playlist, and you can just watch it straight through in a playlist. And Judy said it's the doorbell. Well, I don't want to put it outside, so it'll fly off. I'll forget and drive off. When I'm camped out, I'll use it as the doorbell. How about that? I think that's it. So under the bed, I guess I can show you that. Not much happening. But there's the toilet, which just slides out really nice now. When I need to potty, I just slide it out. Boom, use the bathroom, and then I slide it back under. So I'm going to tell you now that I have not been using the bag. I've been peeing in the toilet. I've been using the bag for poop only, but I've been peeing in the toilet. It's just a hassle, so I've just been peeing in it. So we'll see what happens. Here is my cedar chips that I've been using for the poop when I poop in the bag. This is my gym bag. Here's a little table. I've had this table for a while. It's gotten beaten up. It's gotten all over Arizona. It's fallen around. I think I even closed it up in the door once, but it's the perfect little table to sit right by the bed at night. See that? I want a drink right there or something. Set my laptop on it, my tablet, whatever. It's a perfect little table. So I've been kind of using this lately, but I'm not getting rid of my table. So it just folds flat, and it just sits up there on top of my gym bag. Bam. This bin is my tools, and somebody requested a video on what tools I carry, so I'll be doing a video on what tools I carry. Everything is probably not something that you would need, but I do have some basics in there that everybody should have, but there's some stuff just unique to me and what I do in my van. These are some electronics, some of the bigger electronic type things. So there's my outdoor cord, my dust buster. This is my ceramic heater if I'm plugged in somewhere in the winter. Yeah, these are just some random electronics that I don't have in my actual small electronics drawer here. So, very kind of random. Very kind of random. All right, I think that's it. And this container keeps my tank top that I sleep in, my shorts that I keep handy in case I need to get up in the middle of the night and jump out of the van, and my hair scarf that I wear at night. Here's my girl pillow, if you were wondering where that is. So I also have these pillowcases that were made for me, and I've got to get the forms for them. Some forms, or stuff them with some material or something, I don't know. I don't like stuffing them with blankets and stuff like that in clothes that are out of season. Oh Lord, I'm so hot. All right, I gotta sit in front of this fan now because I'm hot now. All right, I guess you got questions. So let me sit you up. Let me extend the legs again. And if you already asked a question, clearly I didn't see it because I wasn't paying attention to the screen. So you're gonna have to ask it again, and I'm sorry if that frustrates you. But I can't do the tour and answer questions. It's just not possible. We've got like 400 people in this live, so there's no way that that's gonna happen. So let me get some light. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna sit here. I'm not gonna get some light. I'm gonna sit in this chair, and I'm gonna turn this big fan on, right on me. And so I'm hoping that that doesn't mess with your sound too much. Actually, I'll put it right here. Oh yes, that feels good. And I'm gonna get my water bottle. And oh no, that's facing the wrong way. So if I know I have a video on gear ties, but get you some gear ties. These things can be made into S hooks, and the cool thing about them that's better than a metal S hook is I can turn this to face whatever direction I want. So I need the fan facing me this way, and so this part of the hook can face the way I want. A metal S hook, you can't do that. So now it's facing directly, not just facing straight out. Get you some gear ties. All right, fam. Let the questions roll. So hot. This feels good though. All right, I'm gonna turn my other fan off so that it can get charged. There we go. Remember, please, 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 please put the questions in all caps. Pete, I will not show you the kitchen. You'll have to watch the replay. I don't have the Apple Cool fridge anymore. That was left in Cardinal, but until I sold Cardinal, yes, I had no problems with the Apple Cool fridge. Like I said earlier in this video when showing the kitchen, I will be getting the smaller Apple Cool fridge. So yes, I'm very happy with it. It's not expensive like the Domestics and the other big name brands, but I really like it. I did a lot of video watching on it and others, and so that's the one I ended up with. I do not have a fire extinguisher. I will be getting one of those, and I will be getting a CO2 and smoke detector. I have yet to cook in this van. I have not cooked, and that's one of the reasons why I haven't been cooking in here, is I don't have those things, so I have not cooked. That stove has not been used by me yet, so yeah. Not that it matters, because I cooked in Not Your Mama's van without those things, so I could do it if I wanted to. Let's see. Any other questions? I'm going to bypass random comments and go straight to questions. So the van's name is still being debated, so that's why I haven't divulged it yet. So I don't have a name yet. First I had two that I was toying with, and now I've added a third. I don't know why I did that, because it just made my decision even harder. But yeah, no name yet. How do you support the above fiber storage area? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't, what do you mean support them? They were there already. I didn't make them. Those were already there. Go back and watch the van build, like the first couple, not after the IKEA ones, going around IKEA looking for things. I took the, this is where the TV and VCR was. This is where it had some little compartments back there. So I just took the wood fronts off. Those were already there. They have wood bottoms already. They were already there. I didn't make them. I just said I haven't chosen a name for the van. Um, can you show the UPC of the folding table? Thank you. Is it on there? I will show it to you. I suggest you get ready to take a screenshot. Can you see it? Yeah, it's probably not gonna focus very well. Yeah. Yeah, it's not focusing very well. It's called multifunctional adjustable table is the name of it. I would say go to Walmart and just type in multifunctional adjustable table. The U.S. map, yeah, those are all the states that I've gone to and either done some kind of an activity at. So I think I have 13 more of the lower 48 before I can finish the whole lower 48. I'm not counting, obviously, Hawaii and Alaska, so that's why I'm saying the lower 48. No, I do not have a roof vent. I haven't had a roof vent in any vehicle that I've lived in, and August will be 4 years of living in vehicles. Didn't have one in my SUV, didn't have one in my minivan, didn't have one in Cardinal, and I don't have one here. I will not ever have a roof vent. If I decide to put a fan in here, it will go in a window. It will not go in a roof vent. Most likely I'll put it in the back window behind my head. I'm not V. She means the rails, so when driving. Oh, the rails. Oh, those are just, Pam left those in there. So the one in the front, this one doesn't have anything, and sometimes that one box does slide out that has the paint stuff in it. So I've got to get another, what do you call it? A tension rod. Pam left these two tension rods in the front here, so they don't seem to slide. So that's cool. But I need to put another tension rod back here because that one box does go flying sometimes. I don't know why, just that one box, but because it's in the middle, I guess. And the others are kind of tight on the sides, but that one box in the middle just comes flying. It's fine. It's only paint and some small canvases and some paint brushes, so it's nothing breakable. Actually, nothing breakable is in either of the lofts attics, so anything falling out is not going to break. So it always hits the bed and then it hits the floor. And I know as soon as I know what it is as soon as it does it. Someone said you mentioned mice earlier. How do you handle critters? So the only critters I've ever had in my van are ants, and I use borax all 3 times to get rid of them. The lights are to deter the mice, and I haven't had mice yet. We really got serious about using the lights when Miss V had mice in her vehicle last winter. Was it winter? Fall? Winter when we got to Arizona. So we got diligent about putting the lights underneath the van, and they what do you call it? They blink, so it's a deterrent. Because mice like, dark areas, so if you light it up, hopefully that's the theory, is that they won't. And we spray simple green and peppermint oil and stuff like that to deter them. And we pop the hood a little bit. You don't use your not in the desert, do not use your stick that comes with your hood, because we know people who that has been bent when the wind's kicked up. That stick has been bent. So just pop your hood and find you like a squarish kind of rock and sit it in the front and let the hood rest on that rock. And then we put a light under there, have a motion light that's also a solar. So all day the lights, the solar charges the lights, and then at night they all come on. So we just leave them when we're in camp, because we don't normally leave camp unless we plan on traveling somewhere or if we have to go into town, and that's usually only once a week or so. So once we're camped and hunkered down, we just leave our hoods popped, we leave our lights under. They've been rained on, it's not a big deal. They're meant for outside, so it's not a big deal. Hey, Pam. Stephanie says, states you've been to on the U.S. Yeah, those are the states that I've been to. On that map, that sticker map, yes. So someone told me that me taking the fronts off of those attics, I'm calling them, was not a good idea because they need support. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. I don't see how that fiberglass roof is going to come crashing down. I just don't think I will research it some more, but I don't think That's gonna come down. Lainey wants to know, am I gonna do the foot pump? Yes, the foot pump. I haven't ordered the foot pump. I have not ordered the tanks. They're in the wish list if somebody wishes to do that for me. But yes, I'm gonna be doing the foot pump again. So yeah, it'll be a little while before I do. I'm hoping to do it hopefully by next month. Hopefully I'm hoping to be able to do the sink and the foot pump. You know, funds are pretty much gone now, so I've had to do so much with money this past month. I don't even want to talk about it. Anyway, so the sink and the refrigerator are like the last things on the list to purchase. So yes. No, I don't have room for a portable washer, nor would I want one. I would not take a trip to Alaska, no. Yes, I can stand up. So I can stand up from, I don't know if I can show you. Probably not. So I can stand up from where these bars, where the front attic is, all the way to this first layer. This drops down twice. So this first drop down is where Cardinal was. Oh, you can't see that. Hold on. Okay, so this drops down twice. So here's the high top right here. Then it drops down to the normal, where the normal roof would be, and then it drops down again right there. So this is where Cardinal's headroom was. And so this is the, so I can stand all the way right here, but only in the middle. I know it's hard to see. Only in the middle can I stand completely up. So I'm standing completely up. I'm 5'4". And the fabric is kind of hanging down right here in the middle because there's nothing there, because that's where that wood was. I took the wood off. I know it's difficult to see, but I don't have a light right now. So this is where that wood was. I took it down so I could stand here. So yeah, so the fabric hangs down, but really, if you look at it, if the fabric were tight, I have like that much room. So I have like that much room above my head in reality. So I'm 5'4". So if you're 5'4" or less, you would be good. If you take that wood down, you would need to be less than 5'4" if you're going to leave the wood up. So I don't have dates for Arizona, but keep watching, you'll find out. Shelf liner might help the box from sliding, but these two attics are not done yet. They need to be insulated across the top. That's why there's no fabric in there, in the tops of them. They need to be insulated and then fabric put in them. Yeah, so they're not done yet. But yeah, some rubber, you're right, the rubber mat might help a little bit. The problem is the bottom of this one, I left the wood piece that was in that already, and it's got fabric on it, so that's why it slides, because it's sitting on fabric, so it's smooth. It's not wood there. What about the floor? Okay, sorry, there's the floor. Did I not show the floor? Yeah, you can't see it now. It's starting to get a little bit dark with the pending storm. Here, I thought I showed the floor when I showed the overall. Here you go. You want to see the floor? There's the floor. Bam. So there's the floor. It's one whole piece. Costs a little more than I wanted to spend, but it's nice having it. You don't see the flaws in it that are mostly on the edges. And if you go to Home Depot or Lowe's, they have those huge rolls on the wall in the flooring department, and that's what it is. This is a one whole piece of vinyl, and I have leftover pieces over there and it's 12 feet long, and you have to buy it 12 feet. They won't cut it to the exact, because I needed 6 feet by 10 feet, and they wouldn't cut it to 6 by 10, so I had to get 12 by 6. So whatever. To join the Vanner family text, you want to go down below. It should be in the description box below. If you have not done a thumbs up yet, can you take a second and please do that? That's like your admission, your fee for joining the live. I appreciate it. Takes 2 seconds. Really appreciate it. Thank you. What time of day do I like to drive? I prefer, if I can, I honestly, when I was traveling by myself, I would get up early in the morning with the sun, wash my face, brush my teeth, and jump in the driver's seat with my pajamas on and just drive. Because I sleep in tank tops or t-shirts and shorts or leggings or yoga pants, so it's not like I'm, in actual pajamas. So I would do that when I was traveling by myself. But I like to get on the road by 9. Like that's the latest I like, because I like to do 150 miles. Then I like to stop, take a nap, eat. If I haven't washed up, then wash up, then do another 150. So 300 miles a day. What about the flowers? What about the floor? If you're just joining and you missed the whole tour, you're going to have to watch the replay. I'm sorry. I'm not going to show individual things. I'm answering questions now. So all caps are for questions only. So I'm going to bypass double questions I've already answered. I don't know what the temperature is here today. I'm going to keep going. Somebody said put Irish Spring original bar soap and that'll keep mice away. Okay, I'll try that. You can't send gifts to me until September, the end of September, when I go back to Arizona. Hopefully is where I'll be back in Arizona. My barn doors are not covered. They are still the blue fabric, but the only one that I end up seeing is this one right here. And I don't really pay attention to it very much because when I'm sitting back there, I can't really see it. And those two back doors are not covered, but the bed is covering it, the closet's covering it, so you don't see the blue. So I covered most of the blue that I would visually see and that would visually bother me. The other blue, I'm not going to worry about at this point. Duct tape a sponge to the metal bar that scratches your back. Good idea. I could do that. Or I could get a pool noodle from the Dollar Tree. They have red. Put it on the corner. Thank you. Appreciate it. Is there TV? No, there's a tablet. I don't have a TV. I've never had a television in any of my vehicles. I don't need a TV. With Netflix and Hulu and YouTube. And I have a friend's Comcast login. I don't need it. Someone wants me to have a portable washer. I'm okay. That's what laundromats are for. Portable washer is way too much money. And also, not only do you sacrifice space for that, you got to sacrifice a lot of water for those things. People don't tell you that. But if you ever watch one of those videos of someone using those portable washers, you need water to wash. You need to rinse like 2 times. So you need water for that. That's a lot of water. You got to carry tons of water or be somewhere with a hose. I'd rather just go to a laundromat once a week. Every 7 to 10 days, I go to the laundromat, wash my clothes, I'm done. Thank you for all those with the beautiful comments. I thank you. I appreciate it. It does look like home. It feels like home to me. So I'm not giving details on the van. I'm sure if you have watched Pam's channel, you already know a lot about this van, but I'm not giving any details. I'm not telling you how much I paid for it. I'm not telling you what year it is. I'm not telling you how many miles it is. I've just decided I'm not divulging any of that info for me. I will tell you that it's a Ford and it's an E150. So it's the exact same van as Cardinal, except it has a high top. Not the same year, but it's weird how Cardinal felt so much smaller width-wise, and it's not. It's the exact same width. It's an E150, so I don't understand how this van, I know I have the extra, maybe 6 inches of height at the highest point, but I still feel like the width feels wider, but it's not. So it's interesting that I could have kept a seat in Cardinal the whole time. Like, oh man, I could have kept a seat in Cardinal, but it is what it is. It also helps having the upper storages because I didn't have to make the bed any higher to fit bigger bins to accommodate that extra stuff. So that helps too. Someone wants, the wish list is in the description box. as well. So any info for me, website, text messaging, all that, it's always usually in the description box. When this live ends, I'll go back and make sure those things are there, but I'm pretty sure they're all there in the description box. So the ceiling is just, it's this fabric that's almost like thin sleeping bag fabric. And it's black with white speckles, like somebody speckled it. So it looks like the nighttime sky. That's why I chose it. So yeah, I like it because it looks like the nighttime sky. So my solar setup, which I put in a, if you go down below in the description box, I have a link to my Amazon affiliate page. When you get there, there are separate lists. There's one with everything and then a few things I broke down. If you go to basic solar, that is exactly the stuff that I bought. Well, not everything. I think I added a couple things, but I paid probably about $360, $380 for my new solar setup. It is the scaled down basic solar, like just enough for my needs, no extra. I could not replace what Cardinal had. That was too much money. But I knew I needed something because like with these fans and my cell phone and my tablet, like I don't want to be charging off my starter battery. So I paid less than $400 for this basic setup. So you can easily do that if you want. So it's all sitting at my son's house. So what I'll probably be doing is putting it on next month at the African Americans that RV and camp meetup or event. I talked about that. There's a video about that. Find that in the videos. So yeah. I don't think I can answer that question, Steven's Tech Tips. That's like a whole separate video. That's not really pertaining to this tour. So you want to email me that and I'll consider doing that in some sort of a video form for you. My email is crystal@crystalvanner.com. Thank you, Terrence, for following. Yes, Junie B loves the van. It wasn't even done the first time she saw it. I know you guys saw her in that one video where I was rearranging these mesh bins. So the first time she saw it, she got in and she said, "This is so cute." So she doesn't quite understand that I live in the van. She just thought, "Oh, you have so many convenient things here." What's in here? What's in here? You know, "Oh, you've got food in here. Can I have this? Can I have this?" So I bought a couple of snacks and juice boxes just for her. So she has her own little stash of snacks in here. So when she's in here, I can just pull out some of her snacks in a Capri Suns. Thank you, Shays. I still don't know why it won't let me make you a moderator. Stupid YouTube. Let me log in on my tablet and try and do it. Give me a second, guys. Because you should definitely be a moderator, and I know I said that the last time, but apparently I forgot to go back and do it. Because that's what happens. I gotta find you. Whoops. Shays, can you say something? Can you just type something real quick, Shays, so I can find you on the tablet? There you are. I found you. Bam! All right, Shays, you should have a wrench now, so there you go. Basic Solar is not the name of the company. It's the name of the list that it's under. I just kind of piecemealed different things to make my own solar setup. It's a 100-watt panel from Renogy, inverter from I don't know who made it. It's a charge controller from somewhere else because I don't like the Renogy charge controller. I don't like it at all because it doesn't give a digital display. It just has green dots. I need to know the number for me. What else? And I got a battery that's less than 100 amp hours. It's a really small battery, but that 100-watt panel will keep it topped up, so I'm not worried about it. All right, going back now. Thank you, Christine. You can do it, Tina. Remember, if you go back to the very beginning, I started in my my SUV. It was something I already had. It needed a whole lot of work, and I stayed in it for maybe a month or two. Let's say I think I started in August of 2015. I stayed in it through August, September, and I think October. And I think I got Not Your Mama's van either in November or December. No, it must have been November I got Not Your Mama's van. So yeah. So the bed does not fit across the back of this van because at 5'4", which is not very tall, your head and your feet will be in the windows. So if you're shorter than 5'4", you could probably get away with it. 5 foot, 5'2", maybe. It'll be tight because you have to factor in once you put the mattress in, on, and all that, and how high do you need it to put a couple of bins under, because no matter what, you're gonna have to have bins under your bed for storage. You're just going to have to. You just are. So yeah, I could not put the bed across the back of this. I'm hoping in 3 years when I'm ready for my schoolie that I'll finally be able to have my bed across the back. The fabric does not glow in the dark, but I have been debating about putting some glow in the dark stars up there because I know they make them. I was thinking about using the staple gun and stapling a few, but I don't know if I'd like it, and then they'd be up there, and that might annoy me. So I've decided that I'm not gonna do that. I've decided it's a no for me. So I thought about putting a string of lights right here where the first drop down is. Just put a string of battery operated lights, the little ones, like Christmas lights type thing. But I don't know if I want that either because I don't really like light when I'm sleeping. And it doesn't make sense to really have it on during the day. I like it dark when I'm sleeping. So yeah, I've decided against that. I sleep very well without AC. I am not one of those people who despises the heat. I need to turn because the sun is moving. Or I need to close this. Maybe I can close this. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. It covers my fan though. Let me move my fan over. I hope this fan is not distorting your sound too much, guys. I really don't need it on high. I'll put it on low. Oh, it's on low. Okay, I thought it was on high. Hold on, give me a second. Let me move the fan here and close this curtain a little. There we go. So, yeah, I the fan is enough for me, and even probably around midnight, 1 a.m., I turn the fan off because it's too much air. So I really tolerate the heat pretty well. So as long as I'm in like a shady area, like right now, I'm losing a little bit of my shade because the sun is starting to go down, so I'm starting to lose a little bit of my shade. But in the morning and most of the afternoon, right here where I'm parked at Mr. P and Miss K's, I have mostly shade because there's a tree right here, so I have a lot of shade. Okay, so I'm going. Congratulations on retiring and looking for your van. Hey, John, you been on hiatus? Thanks for tuning in. Am I going to do more healthy cooking videos when you are able? I will. Once I get my sink set up, once I get my fridge, then I'll do some cooking videos in this van. I'll definitely film the very first meal that I cook in this van, whether or not those things are done, but I'm probably not going to cook in this van until I have a functioning sink and a refrigerator. Not so much the refrigerator, but the sink, because cleaning your dishes is so much easier when you have a sink that's working and you have the gray tank. You don't have to worry about dumping water out the window. Because where it depends on where you're parked. People don't want you dumping water, so it's, one of those iffy kind of things. But especially the sink. The sink is cheaper than the fridge, so the sink might get done first. And then I'll probably do some cooking in here. So, yeah. What is the one thing you have splurged for the van? Probably the solar and soon to be the fridge. Those were probably the most expensive things other than purchasing the van itself. So yeah. So Butterfly wants to travel, has 2 little girls and husbands. Going to be hard. Start watching videos about families living on the road. That's all I can say. Your best bet is going to be a bigger rig, obviously. A Class C, a schoolie, a shuttle bus. If you plan on building something yourself, do a schoolie or a shuttle bus. If you want something already done that you don't have to worry about, you can find an older Class C that's in decent shape, because you think about it, people only use those recreational vehicles a couple of times a year, and then they just sat. So if you find one that's still got pretty low miles and in decent shape, you might have, you're going to have to definitely do some maintenance stuff. Probably the hoses and the belts and stuff like that weren't upkept. If it was kept, housed or storage somewhere. Yeah, you could definitely find one. You really could. I would say even use the resources like Bob Wells's cheaprvliving.com forum. Go on the forum and see if anybody is selling something. I think they have a section for selling vehicles, so check it out. Glad you guys are eating more healthy. That's always good to hear. There's another live coming up talking about that, so I'm not going to get into that right now. I will not be keeping the bird theme. There's never been a bird theme. My SUV was a GMC Jimmy, and his name was Jimmy. Not Your Mama's Van was Not Your Mama's Van because it was a soccer mom van, so I said, this is Not Your Mama's Van, and that became her name. Cardinal was a cardinal because I'm from Virginia. Cardinal is Virginia state bird, and my new hometown is Lake Havasu, Arizona, and the Cardinals are the Arizona football team. So I took the two places that were home and meshed them together with the name Cardinal. That's the only reason Cardinal had a bird name. It had nothing to do with me liking birds. So this van's name will have nothing to do with the color blue. I don't like blue. Red is my favorite color. You know this. No, this van's name will have nothing to do with the color blue. I appreciate all the suggestions for names, but this van's name will have nothing to do with the color blue. Nothing. Good. I'm glad you guys don't hear the fan. Thank you, Carla W, for the $10 super chat. Woohoo! She says, you are a value added and most appreciated by many of us. Thanks again for your willingness to share your journey. Best always to you and your family. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's so sweet. Thanks for all the well wishes. Thanks for everyone asking how my family is. And thanks for those that are respecting my privacy and not asking details about my family, because it's not necessary for anybody to know the details. Lady Di says, would love to drive to LA from Virginia. Yeah, I haven't been to LA yet. I've only been to San Diego. San Diego and like Joshua Tree, that area. So yeah. Hey, Catherine. Oh, I didn't show my bag? Yes, Auntie Catherine. Let me show you. I want to show you where I put it. There's my bag. It's all full. Well, it's not as full as it could be. But yes, the bag that you made for me is hanging right there. So Aunt Catherine made me this bag. She had made me one, and we only made it 7 inches long, and it was like an apple. I don't know if you guys remember me sharing that. So she made me a new one because she had fabric left over. And I think we said this one was 12 or 16 inches. So yep, it's working just fine. Not as full as the other one because I've got extra room. Thank you. Tack boards came out great. Used your idea for my desk at work. Oh, great, Trinity Blue, thanks. Yeah, these trivets were so nice because I've always wanted some kind of a cork board in my van. And when I saw them at IKEA, they came in a 3-pack. So I got 2 3-packs, and I want to say they were no more than 2 something or 3 something for the 3-pack. So while I was there, I got them, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to put my artwork on there. That way I don't have to put holes in this fabric, although I kind of did because I had to screw those in. But yeah, I just like the pop of red on the, I'll show for those that don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show you. I just like the pop of red against that black and white. I just think it looks really nice. And it makes the artwork kind of stand out too. I don't know, I kind of like it. Aunt Catherine, there's Uncle Homer's frog that he burned in the wood for me. So you can let him know that has a very prominent position in the van. It's so big. But it has a good position in the van. I'm glad you were able to use that. You did miss the tour. We've been on for over an hour. The tour's at the beginning. You'll definitely have to go back and watch the replay. Sorry. No, Polish sausage is not eating healthy, but you know, hey, to each their own. I don't know if there's a for sale section in the Cheap RV Living website. All I'm saying is there probably is. Don't quote me on that. I'm sure people talk about selling vehicles and buying vehicles in the forum. So I'm not taking requests for names for the van. I already have some choices. I'm just deciding on what I want to name it. It has to have something, it has to be personal to me. And one is very, very personal to me, but I'm not sure if I'm feeling it yet. It's the one I'm leaning to the most. So I'm not sure if I want to choose that one. I'm most likely going to. I kind of know myself well enough to know. So anyway, I'm not taking requests for names. I appreciate you guys helping me out, but I do already have. I've already done the tour, so I'm sorry for those that are just joining. It's probably the first 30 to 45 minutes is a tour. You'll definitely have to go back. Shannon, thank you for the $10 super chat. Shannon says, thanks for always providing great content. Thank you, Shannon. Remember to put your questions in all caps with a emoji. And if it's not a question, please refrain from using caps if you don't mind. I'm really trying to focus on the questions and get as many answered as possible. Oh, my beanie caps, they are down below. The Amazon store is there. Thank you, Ms. V, for going back. I will be at RTR. I know it's going to be in California this time, so kind of messes up my plan for having my same camp area. Bob, you messed up my plan, but yeah. Hopefully, as a patron of his, I will get the lowdown of where the location is early so I can go over there and stake out a spot. So we'll see. Yeah, I would love to camp on the beach for a couple of days. Yeah, I don't know where can you camp on the beach except for that place we found in Arizona with no signal. It's the only place I've been able to camp exactly on the beach. So goodbye to all of those that have to jump off. I know this is a long one. The super chat is basically a donation, although YouTube does take their portion. And I don't get it until the end of the month when they pay me. So it's not like I get it right away, but that's what a super chat is. It's a way of doing a donation. Like instead of doing a PayPal or something like that, it's a way of doing a donation through YouTube. I keep meaning to disable that feature because I'd rather you guys do PayPal because I have to split that money with YouTube. So I really need to go back in my settings and disable that and just turn super chats off because I don't like sharing that with YouTube. Why should I? But that's what they did. Oh yeah, Ricardo says wife collects lapel pins from. Oh, there's a squirrel. Don't come in here. His wife collects lapel pins, and he's gonna do cork boards from IKEA. Cool beans. It's actually not a cork board. They're a 3-pack of trivets. They're in the kitchen area. So I wish I'd have left one undone, but yeah, it's a pack of trivets. They're round, and they're for putting hot pots on, but they're cork. I'm using it as cork board. You could easily go get cork board, I'm sure, but I didn't want a whole cork board. I wanted like those little circles. I like the color scheme is the same, but I like having different. Like I got dots. I've got the tree on the screen. I've got stripes on my bed. So I like having it, even though they're all the same colors. Like I like mixing patterns. Basically, is what I'm saying. They're all the same color scheme, but the patterns are all over the place. And to me, even though I have a little bit of self-diagnosed OCD and a little bit of my eye being overwhelmed, that does not overwhelm me as long as the color scheme is the same. So I don't have an issue with it. I'm going to answer a couple more questions and I'm going to get off because I need to eat. Does it help to play your video while at work? Although I have watched them a few times before. So if you're not, unless you're signed into a different account, you can't watch it on the same account no matter how many computers you have. So no. Hey, Tom. Yes, Judy, thank you. We'll definitely have to. I need my early bird people to come a day or two early to RTR so we can hold down a camp spot. Thank you. Where did I get the fabric? So the fabric was from Joanne's Fabric. Miss V and Miss K and I went, and it was in the clearance section. So all the fabric on the ceiling, all the fabric on the sides, the black and white, like it looks like leaves and flowers, which doesn't bother me because I'm not a floral person, but it doesn't look like flowers, not obvious flowers. And even this piece of fabric altogether was only $30, and I got a lot of fabric, and I still have a little bit left over. So yeah, so all the fabric was $30 in the clearance section. We just combed through the clearance section and grabbed everything that had black in it or red in it and looked at it, and yeah. So yeah. Jill says you may have already answered, but why doesn't it show how many likes? I can see the likes. It says 345 likes and 353 people watching. I don't know what you're watching on, but maybe it's your device. I don't know. Does anybody else's thing not show the likes at the top? Maybe it's just mine. I don't know. Maybe it's just mine because I'm the person doing the live. I don't know. I thought it showed it on everybody's. So what you have to do is, if you're watching on a device like a cell phone and you have it turned this way, you got to turn it back this way so that I'm just on the top, and then hit the thumbs up. If that doesn't work, hit the X and leave out, hit the thumbs up, and then come back. You can definitely live on $700 a month for van life. You might not be able to travel as much. Just get the best van you can for your money that has the least amount of mechanical problems, and figure out what you can do online to earn a little extra money. You might be able to use your van to do like Uber Eats or something on the side to make a little money. Maybe you do some dog sitting, dog walking, or babysitting or something. But yeah. I did YouTube as my only source of income. And I think I was doing it for right around the $700-800 mark for a while. It's doable. It's hard, but it's doable. So I have lots of little, like I have my Teespring, the little Amazon affiliate link. If I find a little side job, I do that. It just depends. So yeah. So a lot of people aren't seeing the like counts. Huh, that's too bad. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I would say, again, another resource for your budget. Bob has done many videos with people who live on $500 a month doing van life. So I would say definitely go and watch some of his videos, because you can type it in his, when you get to his page, search for his tour video of them. I know there was a woman, I know there was a man, and they were both living on like 800 or less. So definitely I would say do that, because I think they talk about it in the interview. Bob Wells runs the RTR, so go over there and you'll get the dates for it. Cheap RV Living on YouTube and cheaprvliving.com on the web. I don't have those dates. Children are at the RTR all the time, so yeah, you can definitely do that. Well, that's too bad that you don't see the like button. What does my daily menu consist of? Right now, this time of the year, I eat very little because of the hot weather. So I hydrate a lot, but I mostly eat salads and fresh fruit. So salad is usually my midday meal, which is around 2. I don't eat a lot of breakfast this time of year. If I do, I might eat like a handful of grapes, maybe some nuts. I don't normally eat before 11 anyway. So yeah. And this time of day, this is kind of late. I try not to eat after 7, but I'm gonna be eating. But it's a vegetable, so I'm okay. Mr. P and Miss K ordered food, so I'm gonna go eat. But it's mostly vegetables, so I'm good. Mr. P is a vegan, I believe he's a vegan, not a vegetarian. I believe he's a vegan. So we've been eating really healthy. So yeah. Anyway, so I think there's veggie pizza with vegan cheese and everything in there. And there's this really yummy, maybe I'll video a little bit of it, but there's this restaurant that's his favorite restaurant, and they make this cauliflower that's like wings, like buffalo wings or barbecue little wings. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Like, it's beyond delicious. So I got the buffalo flavor waiting for me. That's why I'm not going to be on here much longer. I need to eat. The audio is low? Really? Interesting. Shouldn't be. You're the first one to say that. The tour was in the beginning. You'll definitely have to watch. I think V said it starts at 6 minutes and goes from there. I'm not a big ice cream person, even though, even when I was, I would get lactose-free Breyer's natural vanilla, because I do like Breyer's vanilla ice cream. But only if I'm having like a hot brownie do I want just one little scoop of vanilla ice cream on it. That's it. I'm not a big ice cream eater, so like there has to be a reason. So, so a lot of people are saying that their sound is low. Now people are saying their sound is low. Sorry, guys. It shouldn't have been. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to jump off. This is the end of the tour. I don't want to make this video so long for the people that have to go back and watch the replay, or who want to watch the replay, not have to. So I appreciate you guys jumping on. I appreciate you being here for the tour. Man, it's been a long time since we had over 300 people on a live video. So you have a new video coming out at midnight. I think it's a short one. And I show you, I think, one more thing that I did in the front on the van build. And then we're going to get back to our regularly scheduled program of just the random things that I do. There is a live coming up on the 4th of July. That's where I talk about my nutrition, my new lifestyle of eating, and doing my annual 3rd year in a row, or 2nd year in a row. No, 3rd year. 3rd year in a row of fruitarian for 30 days. And no, I'm not a doctor. No, I'm not a nutritional expert. I know what works for me, and I'm sharing it with you. It's up to you to do your own research. I cannot be held accountable. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching as always. Mwah! And I will see you tomorrow.